All right, beautiful people. So yesterday we talked about what an integer was, and we did a few examples of problems where you use integers. Today, our essential question is, how do we place negative numbers on the number line? So when I have a number line, how do I place those negative numbers on there? So let's review what a number line is. Okay. And the name number line is actually really self-explanatory. A number line is a tool for graphing numbers, and it's basically just a line with numbers on it. A tool used to graph numbers. Okay, so let's draw ourselves a number line. So number lines can be horizontal or vertical, so I'm going to start with a horizontal number line. Okay, on a number line you have any number of numbers, so we're going to start with 0, and in fact I'm going to put 0 kind of a little more in the center. I'm not going to put it all the way to the left because we're going to talk about negatives. Okay, and when you have 0 on the number line, you can start counting up to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that's part of the number line. But now that we have negative numbers or integers, we can start placing numbers to the left of 0. And these numbers are going to be labeled as -1 and -2. Okay, because they are negative numbers and they go from 0. Okay, some important things that you might notice about the negative numbers is that they start at -1. Okay, negative numbers start at -1. Okay, and one way to think about this is that a number line that includes negative numbers is basically that line folded in half. Okay, the left-hand side of 0, these are all opposites, okay, or negatives. The right-hand side of 0, these are all positives. Positives, okay? And that's how a number line works. All right, let's do a vertical number line also, just to show it off, okay? So I have a number line, and again, I'm going to put 0 somewhere in the kind of middle. Now, when you have a vertical number line, which direction do you think is going to be positive? Hopefully you said the higher up things are going to be positive. So when I start counting, I count up. 1, 2, 3. So here's my 1, my 2, and my 3. Okay. In a similar sense from the last one, since the positives are on the top, the negatives are going to be down at the bottom. So here's -1 and -2 and -3, in fact, also. Sorry, that 3 is kind of squished. -3. Okay, so you notice again, the top or the bottom half are the negatives or the opposites, and the top half are the positives. Okay. So when we draw a number line, we have 0, and then to the right of 0 or above 0 are going to be all the positives, and then to the left of 0 or below 0 will be all the negatives. Okay, so let's place some numbers on a number line. Okay, we're going to start with an easy one. This says graph the number 7. Okay, I'm going to notice that 7 does not have a negative in front of it, which means that it's a positive 7. So I'm going to start by putting a 0 on my number line. This is 0, okay? And then since 7 is positive, I know that I'm going to graph it to the right of 0. So I'm going to start making tick marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's 7. To graph 7 on my number line, I'm going to put a nice big dot. And now I've graphed 7. Okay? Now, if I added and its opposite, okay, the opposite of 7 from yesterday is -7. So now I've got to make tick marks to the left of 0 to get to 7. And I'll do that in the next video because I'm running out of time.